Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing some sweet potatoes. I'm going to do some asparagus and I'm going to fry some short ribs. So right now I have my sweet potatoes. I already have my butter on them. I'm going to add some vanilla flavoring on it. I'm going to add some nutmeg. I'm going to add some cinnamon. And I'm going to add some brown sugar. So I have a cup full that I'm just going to sprinkle all around. And I'm going to cover them and put them in the oven. Okay, now I have my asparagus in the pan. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start seasoning them. And the first thing I'm going to add is a little garlic powder. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. And I'm going to add some margarine to it if I can get it out. Okay. Let me just do it this way. I'm going to add some butter to it, some margarine rather. And I'm going to just pour it. And on top of that, I'm going to add my special seasoning. If I can get this going. My special seasoning. Mrs. Dash. I love the way Mrs. Dash tastes. And it makes you give you a good smell, a real good aroma. So I got that done, and I'm gonna add some aluminum foil, cover it with some aluminum foil. And I'm gonna sit it to the side for a minute. Okay, now that I have my asparagus and my potatoes in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead on and start with my beef short ribs, and I'm gonna start frying them. These are going to be very good and very tender. Try it this way. So I always use a big pan because I'm always cooking a lot. And I'm gonna let them brown to a crisp before I turn them over. I've already had them seasoned. I've used I always use this Weber chicken and ribs. I always use this, but then I add my own to it also. Salt and pepper, onion powder, my garlic powder, and a little meat tenderizer. So not much, but just a little. So as you can see, they're cooking. And like I said, I'm gonna let them fry on one side to a crispy brown. And as you can see, they're browning very well. I'll be taking these out in a few minutes. I'm going to go for a few more minutes. But I'm cooking them on medium high. But the slower you cook them, I'm going to turn the fire down a little bit. So the slower you cook them, the more tender they'll be. And they'll get fully cooked. Okay, so I'm almost finished with the remainder of my short ribs. I have a plate full here. Don't that look good? So I just got a few more to go. Now that I'm finished with my beef short ribs, I'm gonna start on my sauce. And I'm gonna add just a little bit more oil to it. And I'm gonna start by adding some garlic to it. So I got my garlic. I didn't chop any at this time. So I'm using minced garlic. And I'm gonna add a little bit more to it. Then I'm going to add my green peppers, my red peppers, And I have some yellow peppers here. And I'm gonna let this cook. Turn it down. Let it go to itself. I'm gonna add just a little bit more oil to it. Just a little bit. Now I'm going to add my onions to it. And it smells so good, the aroma. And I'm smelling my sweet potatoes, and I'm smelling my asparagus. So just think about the different smells that's going on in here of food. I'm going to turn the fire up a little bit. Oh, that smells so good. So I was going for me some beef broth. I see it in there. Just didn't want this to burn, but let me try this again. I don't have any beef broth in there, so I have to go up here. So I'll be back. Okay, now I'm getting ready to add some beef broth to it. And this is what I use, Swanson. And I'm gonna because this is a big pan, I have to use wood. So I'm going to add some brown sugar to it. And I'm going to mix it in real well. And I'm gonna let this continue to go. Okay, now that I'm back, I'm gonna add some soy sauce to it. And I'm going to start adding my ribs back in the pan. Turn it down. Okay. And now I'm going to start adding some duck sauce to it. I don't know why I bought it in this type of bottle. But let me do it this way. I'm going to turn it upside down. So while that's going down, just let me add my hoisin sauce to it. I know that'll come out good. Get this mixed in. So I'm going to continue to mix this. So I'm adding my duck sauce to it now. It's coming out right. And I think that's all I need. And I have everything simmering. And I just tasted it and it's good. Okay, for the finishing touch, I'm going to add some sesame seeds to it. And don't that look good? Don't that looks good? Grandson, do it look good?
Yes, sir.
Good, good, good. So this is the finishing touch of my fried beef short ribs. Do it look good or what? Please give me a great comment. So this is my dinner. Beef short ribs. Sweet potato. And asparagus. And again, I'm going to say bon appetit to you all. And have a blessed day. For real.